Hello, Dr. Vicki Peterson here. I've been asked to review where is hiatal hernia pain located. So if you feel like you have a hiatal hernia, where would you feel discomfort? Something important to realize is that hiatal hernia is a syndrome. It's not like a broken arm and there's where the break is and there's where the pain is. It's not quite that simple, but it does start with the basic of where your stomach is located, which is right under your rib cage on the left side. And one of the pains you can definitely feel is in that area, just on the upper abdomen, under the rib cage on the left. And you can feel pain from bloating. You can feel pain from the stomach being in spasm. So it's a discomfort there that people often talk about. One of the major symptoms associated with hiatal hernia is the stomach spasming and pushing its juices, its acid, up into your esophagus. So another area of pain is in the esophagus, is in your chest. And that can be, it can be lower down, it can go all the way up into your mouth where you're tasting acid, a burning in your chest. So anything along the whole esophagus, you can feel pain and discomfort because of that. And then another interesting thing is that the nerve that goes to your diaphragm comes out of the base of your neck, the bottom of your neck. And that's the nerve that makes the diaphragm work. So sometimes people can have neck pain associated with this. We recently had someone with ear pain because this nerve also goes up into the jaw, and she was having a lot of ear pain, and it was from a hiatal hernia. So every time we feel as a team that we've seen every manifestation of hiatal hernia, a new one comes into play. So, but it does make sense. So jaw pain, neck pain, when someone is having trouble with getting enough oxygen because the diaphragm isn't moving as freely as it should and they're a little short of breath, or they're getting heart palpitations. They can also get tingling into the left arm, which of course is scary because that's a symptom of a heart attack as well. And in the emergency room, it has been very well known for a very long time that the differential diagnosis with someone coming in with shortness of breath and pain down the left arm is rule out the heart attack, and if it's not that, it could be a hiatal hernia. They do know that. And then also a panic attack is another alternative diagnosis. So those are the main symptoms. I'm going to look at my notes to see if there's anything else. Certainly because you've got sometimes shortness of breath and the heart palpitations, you can get just pain in the chest. And as people get more panicked and more anxious, you can just get overall chest pain, and you feel like, is it my heart or is it my lungs? And certainly that's a worthwhile differential diagnosis, is make sure you're not having a heart attack. It's not a life and death situation. I've had so many patients go after the emergency room, then go to a cardiologist and go to a pulmonologist to evaluate the lungs and make sure it's not that, because their symptoms are predominantly the racing heart, the shortness of breath, the panicky feeling. And all these tests are done, and the individual's told your heart is fine, your lungs are fine. And usually by the time we meet them, it's like, that's great, I'm so glad to know my heart and lungs are fine, but I'm short of breath and I feel panicky and my heart's racing, and I feel like I'm having a heart attack. So it's just a matter of realizing there is an underlying cause to that. And certainly, number one, you rule out that life and death situation, but as soon as that's ruled out, don't give up, get to that root cause, and that's what we're here for. So as far as where the pain is located, there are those few areas, but they all make sense as far as the manifestation of hiatal hernia. So I hope that was helpful. If you feel like this is something that's been bothering you, or you've been frustrated with not getting a proper diagnosis, please reach out. This is our area of expertise and has been for at least a decade now, and I truly know of no other group of doctors working together who have seen so many patients and have such a high success rate. So if you think this is you, you don't have to keep suffering, and reach out for a free consultation. Give us a call at 408-733-0400.